Our fathers were evil men. All of us here. They left the world worse than they found it. We're not going to do that. We're going to leave the world better than we found it.
You like games, little man?
Our time together is about to come. That's all. You can't kill me. I'm part of you.
Oh, look at you!
Fucking smile at the end.
That was fast.
Yeah, it was. It felt fast.
Oh my gosh. That was like an emotional roller coaster.
Right.
Oh, man.
Wow. Give me a second. We did it. After 4 seasons, we've reclaimed Winterfell. Finally, we did it.
Oh my god. It's been a long time.
Yeah. The Ironborn took Winterfell during like season 2 at some point. And it was a smoldering ruin. No one was there. And then the Boltons took it after they killed Robb. And
oh my god.
that episode was insane. I couldn't have expected it. I think I'm definitely not like a hype type of person. So I don't generally hype things up. Because I think I just naturally enjoy things. So I don't need to hype them up. And if I don't like them, I just don't engage with them. But
for a moment, I was wondering where Sansa was. Like, where's Sansa? But when those flags showed up with the bird, and then you saw Littlefinger, and then her, I was like, whoa.
it's unbelievable.
And he just came in, just...
Yeah, Sansa, she did not give away the secret.
No.
But
I wonder why, though.
Yeah, me too. The surprise, I'll sit here, and I will come up with like ways for it to stay a surprise, reasons for it to stay a surprise against Jon when she knew, or maybe she didn't know they were coming, like she found out at the last minute. I don't know. I feel like that was coming for a long time. She like wrote him, was like, yo, I need your help. And
thinking back, when Littlefinger came back to the Lord of the Valley, gave him that birthday gift. I may be wrong, but didn't he say something about to one of those fighters, shall we do this or shall we not do this? And then he threatened the other guy's life. He's like, sure.
It seemed like it was coming. And it seemed like she knew that it was at least a likelihood. So I don't understand. I guess my one critique is it definitely feels like the appearance of the Lords of the Vale coming in the last moment is a literary device more than we made this for the story. It's a literary device. Oh, they came as soon as they could. But I just don't feel like Jon needed to rush in.
He did rush in with no backup
to the situation. And maybe this is making an excuse for it. Like, even if he did know that the Knights of the Vale were coming, would he still have pushed for the battle on that day? I don't know. Like, let's juxtaposition this with, let's say, the Battle of Helm's Deep, which is pretty much the same exact thing that happens here literarily, like with the writing, is they're forced into a corner and need to fight, and then at the end, they get relief from the battle. This isn't that. Like, they meet on the battlefield and like engage, and Jon, I feel like if Jon knew, like if Sansa said the Lords of the Vale are coming, I called Littlefinger to come, and like I don't know, like maybe she found out at the last minute and it was like, oh, you're here, they're having the battle right now.
I hope so. When he brings that toy to Lady Melisandre, says, don't even give her a chance to say what happened to make up a story. I would just have a statement. Did you sentence the death of Princess?
That's going to be something.
Just boom. Don't even give her like a chance to maneuver her words about.
I agree.
And that exchange between Jon Snow and the giant.
Yeah. Perfect.
It's like, thank you.
That's perfect. And now that we've hit the season finale.
Oh my gosh. That smirk Sansa had. She was starting to develop the ice coldness at the front when she
does for him.
Be prepared.
She just been so many people have used her, abused her, and destroyed her soul, that she is a cold, calculated person now. which is how you survive. That's not a slight. That's just how she needs to survive in this world. Whereas she didn't think that. She thought it was like all her stories, like the knights and the
the knights and the princess
and princesses. And
I want to be queen.
all of that.
I'm really glad that she got her moment. That Jon was like, actually, no, I'm going to leave him for you. She got it. That was so fast. But so much happened.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
I think Daenerys is going
I think she was just angry.
angry.
And I understand. Like, it makes a lot of sense. The Theon and Tyrion conversation was interesting. Like, it's like everyone has gone through so much, and
Okay, here we are.
Tyrion, of all people, is like criticizing Theon over and over without a single shred of information of what Theon's actually gone through. I'm sure it was terrible. I'm sure like you're like, and you did all these terrible things and you're a terrible person. Tyrion, I don't think you're judging a little too hard for someone who has also done a lot of shit yourself. Where it's the only moment I found in the show where I was like totally disagreeing with Tyrion. And I guess it's because a lot of these characters that we've sympathized with are now like crossing paths for like the second time with Tyrion and Theon. They've talked before. And Tyrion got an idea of what Theon was about early on because he had an interaction that was like negative with him and just thought he was the same way. But everyone's gone through so much shit
Yeah.
that no one is the same. Like the war, the death of all the kings, like everyone's journey is not easy. None of these characters have had it easy. And so it was, I don't know, it was like off character for Tyrion to be like just doing that. I don't know. He's more of like an understanding type of character most of the time, where he's trying to dive deep into why are you actually here? What's your purpose? And I think he gave the benefit of the doubt to Yara. He's okay, like they're offering us help and loyalty. Need that. I'll just talk about that battle a little bit. Best battle in the show so far? Oh my god. I think so. And it's just like Game of Thrones. In Game of Thrones fashion, it's always like unpredictable. You don't know what's gonna happen. I thought Sansa was gonna die.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't. Maybe she does soon, but like she didn't now. And
Even Sansa knew that their brother was not going to live. Like, she already knew that. She accepted that before. She is so smart. She really has gotten smart.
yep.
But she's also learned a lot, roughly.
His character is insane. The like sequence of the battle that like started, and it seemed like Ramsey had way more people, but Jon's people lasted quite a long time comparably. They were pretty much everyone died. Like everyone died in that battle. Like all of the wildlings died. All of Jon's house people died. Like they were all dead by the end. There was like a good like 150 that didn't. Maybe they could scavenge some people who were like not dead out there somewhere, but it seemed like most of them died. But the dynamic between tempting with Ramsay to get Jon out and to kill Jon before the battle even started was what he wanted to do, because he, despite having more numbers, having better, like he has the horses, he has the archers, he has the shield guys, he has the infantrymen, he has like pretty much everything. Yeah. He was still terrified of Jon to the point where I need to take this fucker out first, because if he survives, I don't know if we're actually going to win. He didn't need to play that game. He could have just executed Rickon.
It was a taunt
at the start. And like Sansa said, he plays games. He could have just played it like am I going to do it? Oh no, am I? But he wanted to do the whole, I'm good at with hunting thing with shooting Rickon from a really far distance. And then getting Jon out there, you didn't really need to do that. Unless he thought that Jon being alive was going to majorly impact their chance of winning. And then towards the end, we have the initial battle, and then the bodies get stacked up on the field.
Oh my jeez.
I don't know if there was enough. Never mind. But the bodies are getting stacked up and they're fighting on the piles of bodies. And then the shield guys come around, lock in, and start like Macedonian tactics of like spears in a line formation, pikes, more like there were pikes. And that didn't go well, but then we get Knights of the Vale come in. And there was three main parts. Obviously, the beginning with the Rickon dying and then the initial clash. And that scene with him taking the sword out and like preparing to die. He knows he's going to die, but he's going to go down fucking fighting was perfect. Excellent. I love that part. The shield circumventing and then coming in. Interesting. Didn't see it coming. And that's like the Game of Thrones style. Like, I didn't see that coming. And then the Knights of the Vale swoop in at the end and destroy everything.
Just decimate.
Actually cutting against the curve of what we've naturally seen with Game of Thrones and the show in general. We don't generally see the good guys winning, or they just squeak out a victory. It's never like definitive. So I don't know. Fool me once. But I think I'll put my rating in the Patreon like I always do, but by outward appearance, I might not look like this, but I would say like a 95 for this episode. I don't know. I'm so in my head, like watching this episode, and I felt so in my head to have a good reaction, and the hype that was built through some people on Patreon. Like I ruined like my viewing experience for myself here with this. And that's like totally my fault. But if I were to 3D myself and watch this episode pulled away in the third person perspective without all of that like anxiety over the episode and like doing a good reaction, it's hands down one of the best episodes we've seen.
Yeah.
So separating like my psychological like stuff going into this, it was fucking amazing. It was. We're going to we have some surprises coming up, and you'll figure those out when they show up on Patreon. Stay tuned. We have some new things coming up, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you will soon. And it's something you're actually going to want to see. Yeah. Unlike playing chess, which no one watched, and reading books, which no one watches. So we're going to watch some things that you might want to watch. So stay tuned on Patreon. Make sure you check Patreon often, because I'm going to be putting videos up of reactions, new reactions, and the next episode, which is coming out pretty much the same time as this one. Thank you
for watching
Immersive Reactions.
Until next time.
3, 2,
1.
Welcome
to
and back
to Immersive
Reactions. And today we have a sponsor for our video.
Who's that?
You.
I know. I just want to build it up. Me.
These are our product.
They are.
We make these. It's the Honest Paul Withology Company. We have been making handmade, completely organic soy woodwick candles.
Made for humans, safe for pets.
Yes. You explain about that.
All right, so I only use 3 ingredients. You ready, folks? 100% soy wax.
Yes.
Organic fragrance oil.
Okay.
And pine wood wick, if you get a candle. If you don't want a candle, you like wax melts, I got you. Want a wax? I got paw print shaped wax melts. And next video, you're going to see those suckers too.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
This is like our business that we started in 2020, basically, because I didn't want to commit to YouTube yet. I really didn't think I could do it. I really didn't think I could do it. And so we went into trying to figure out how to make candles. And we started off like with a tiny little bag of wax and like a double boiler on an electric thing, stovetop.
In a little closet, by the way.
In a tiny little closet. And now we...
Craft fairs, we're in
stores.
Actually half the house, or all kinds of things.
Below, In the description, you're going to find our Shopify account. You can view all of our products up and down the list. We have like dozens and dozens of different types of scents.
There's one for all. You got enough such a scent? I got you covered.
And by safe for pets, there's no preservatives,
No.
toxic like chemicals that are in the candle whatsoever. It's
Dye-free
100% dye-free soy wax. So it's organic, it's plant-based wax, and the fragrance oil is...
Organic fragrance oil. It comes directly from it, but it doesn't have the
Yeah.
essential oils that contains the harmful properties.
There's no natural chemicals that pets are allergic to in the wild, like through any natural means. So our whole product line is down there, and if you go to check that out, we thank you. And now, we just watched the Battle of the Bastards, one of the best battles. It is the best battle in Game of Thrones, and it's hard to beat it for just the, of all, it's just hits home the most. The only other battle it's a toss-up between a few, but let's just say the Battle of Blackwater. We get Tyrion, who's like fighting for his life in the Battle of Blackwater, and I feel like the Battle of the Bastards really is the best just because the cinematography is great. The choreography of, maybe not choreography, but the steps throughout the battle are interesting, varied, and keeps you guessing like what's going to happen. Game of Thrones does, like, naturally. And it's hard to pin down. So every scene, moment to moment, you're like wondering what's actually going to happen. You're so sucked and consumed into this world that I'm barely scratching the surface, I feel like, most of the time. And so I'm interested to see, don't get me wrong, episode 9's always good.
That was like, even without the scene break of watching it, when you got up there and he pulled out his sword and he was ready to take on all those,
Yeah.
and then just a rush of just came right through him and just
The two sides.
all over. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
this is crazy.
I think it just beats out the Battle for the Wall. That battle was crazy, too. But it just
Yeah.
beats out
Yeah.
that for me a little bit more. I think I liked the pacing of the Battle for the Wall battle better, just from the two sides perspective, like getting attacked from one side and getting attacked from the other side was a little more interesting for me. When did that happen? What season was that? Am I blanking? Was that season 4? Infamous season 4? I gotta know.
Yes, we do.
I gotta know. I can't not know. If it is season 4, it is.
Yeah.
Infamous season 4. You guys want so bad for me to say season 6 is my favorite.
I don't know.
A lot of people, because every time I say season 4 is my favorite, people are like, what about season 6? We'll see. At the end of this, I will honestly give my definitive answer to whether I prefer season 6 over season 4. I will. I'll 100%. No rose-tinted glasses. I will 100% break it down. And so we're going to get into this and start watching it pretty quick here. But I just wanted to touch on the fact that maybe my reaction wasn't the best in that one because I was like hyper overthinking.
I think mine was more because, I'll be honest, I'm not really on Patreon as much as you are.
Yeah.
I'm really not. And I should be, but
Yeah.
I'm just not.
Yeah, I think I kind of let the hype of it get to me a little bit. But that's fine. I enjoyed it. And thinking about it through like a zoomed out perspective, I can tell like it's one of the best episodes that we've watched. And the wins of is this episode. So that's ambiguous.
Yep.
Game of Thrones is. And yeah, we're going to get into it here. I'm just really curious to see what's actually going to happen because we're going to have some digesting to do after the end of this. And so I hope like we have some clarification on some things. Maybe it's just us.
What do you want to see in this episode? What are you hoping to have grounded on?
Maybe a little bit more about Daenerys, like what she actually is wanting. the power structure, whatever power structure is going to come out from the Starks taking over Winterfell again.
Yeah. This should be like a really good time for Arya to be able to make it back. To see her hometown being taken back.
Maybe. I don't know when she's going to pop up again. She talked about going to seeing the other side of the world or something.
Oh, that's right. That lady, the actor.
Yeah.
I want to see justice for the princess. I want Sir Davos to go to Lady Melisandre head on,
That
no
too.
BS, and make her say, okay, I messed up.
That
I
too.
did all these things wrong, and now people are dead because of it.
Yeah. You want a snack?
Sure.
What do you want?
Not something dry and crusty. You got any coconut stuff over there?
Coconut? No.
Whatever. Just grab something that lemony.
Not lemonade?
Sure.
Cookie dough?
Sure.
Why not? We'll both have it.
There we go.
You record for hours when we do these things, so
We did.
we don't eat. Cheers.
Cheers. We got to hear it. Cheers. Essence of life right here. Forgot.
Yeah. All right. Make sure everything's okay. How you guys doing? You doing all right?
That's good. That's good.
Can I mention something? I feel like Patreon, ever since the middle or like the end of season 5, is like silent as the crypt. I don't see anyone like talking at all. It's fine if you just want to pay and watch us watch reactions. Sure.
And that's that on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Say, pop
It's like
in and out.
silent
sometimes.
as the crypt.
Yeah.
No one's commenting. I don't see any comments ever. But whatever.
It be what it be.
All right. All right, watch along, people. Get ready to start your copy in 3, 2, 1, go. Thanks for watching. Check out our breakdown video for more insights. And do not forget to like and subscribe for more reactions. For full uncut content, join us on Patreon. We hope to see you in the next one.